So please create an AI agent instruction section for an NBA news correspondent who wants the most up-to-date information on the NBA within the last 24 hours. All right, so what this is gonna do is it's going to gather information. Okay, it's giving me step-by-step instructions. Cool, very good, very good, nice. Hi, my name is Demetri Panici, and I'm a content creator, agency owner, and AI enthusiast. You're listening to the AI Agents Podcast, brought to you by Jotform, and featuring our very own CEO and founder, Ida Tank. This is the show where artificial intelligence meets innovation, productivity, and the tools shaping the future of work. Enjoy the show. Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of the AI Agents Podcast. In this episode, we're actually going to dive into a topic that probably a lot of you care about deeply, and that is how to make AI agents that are effective. And more specifically, how can you make an AI agent framework for making AI agents? We're going to show you some practical examples of how I've done this and show you how to make your own AI agent that can actually make AI agents. Let's dive into how to make this happen. But before we do that, I want you, if you are somebody who's new to the podcast, make sure that you go over to the YouTube channel, hit subscribe, and also like this video if you are watching it, and leave a review on the audio version of the podcast if you can as well. All of these different things help out so much in helping our podcast build the audience that we believe it deserves, because we're trying to show you the best information on AI agents out there. And this podcast is dedicated to making this year the AI agents year for all. All right, so diving right into it, I have this product called Dumpling AI. It's a really cool product. I very much think that it is a key contributor to how I actually make AI agents work. It's one of those products where essentially what it does is it allows you to make AI agents from either templates or from scratch. And essentially what it looks like to have a created AI agent is it has a name, a description, and then some instructions that are paired with tools. Now, these instructions essentially give it a baseline of, ways to operate. So for example, this is an AI agent news researcher, where essentially it has directions on querying Google News, taking information from articles, and then turning it into well-formatted information on the news for content ideas. And with those instructions, you can pair it with different tools like URL scraping, YouTube transcription grabbing, knowledge base searching, running on a scratch pad so that it can be used by the agent to take more steps before human input, making a call to make.com to do a specific action, message another AI agent, search the news on Perplexity, make an image, search on Google News, and even get Google reviews in Google Places. All of these different tools are really great to connect with a higher directed AI agent than a general ChatGPT prompt or Claude prompt, because what it's doing is it's essentially taking the information here and then pairing it with the internet, which is something that you really can't do with a lot of agents now. And I'm really appreciative of this addition by Dumpling AI. And then in the advanced settings, you can set it to be a, ChatGPT 4.0 or 4.0 mini, it's set to auto right now, but all of these different tools have the ability to change the maximum response tokens as well, and prompt tokens, so that you can kind of limit the amount of usage needed when it comes to using it in automations. And then afterwards, what you can do is you can message the agent here. So if you want to, I recommend that you go and you take some screenshots through all of this and grab what I want to do, which is a AI agent builder, right? So what I would recommend you do in order to make AI agents is this. You actually make an AI agent for making AI agents. So let's take a look at this instructions here, and I want you to just take a look at it and kind of follow along with me. So essentially what this AI agent instructions is going to do is it's essentially a meta agent, which is an AI specialized in creating instructions for AI agents. Its mission is to produce clear, concise, and actionable step-by-step guides that help developers, data scientists, and other AI practitioners achieve their goals efficiently. Below is a blueprint on how to create these different instructions. So we see that it's got core objectives, overall flow for instruction creation right here. Just at any point, pause, take some screenshots, and you'll see that we give it some detailed explanation on hierarchical instruction generation, clarity on logical flow, some of the best practices and common pitfalls of creating an AI agent instructions. And then it's always good to have an example put in there. So this step-by-step sequence, along with putting it all together, essentially can make any AI agent that you want. So by knowing what tools exist and thinking in your brain of your specific workflow, what you can do is you can make an AI agent that works for you simply by utilizing this. So if I take a moment and think about it, I really want to make an AI agent that allows me to keep up to date with the latest sports news for the day. Say, for example, I make content in sports. I'm a reporter on the news. I want to like kind of go through a summary of this. And this can be for personal or business use, but say I work in the sports industry, you know, like baseball specifically, and I want to keep up to date on any of the most recent news, and I don't want to just scroll on Twitter. Let's do not baseball because I'm in the middle of basketball. Let's do basketball season. So please create an AI agent instruction section for an NBA news correspondent who wants the most up-to-date information on the NBA within the last 24 hours. All right. So what this is going to do is it's going to gather information. Okay. It's giving me step-by-step instructions. Cool. Very good. Very good. Nice. Now, what you'll notice here is this AI agent creator ends up making like a bunch of instructions here. But what I want to actually do is be like, okay, so that's not exactly what I wanted. Being poor with the prompting can kind of mess things up. So I can say, actually, what I wanted was a instruction section for an AI agent that would be searching the news for NBA news in the last 24 hours. Only focus on the instructions for the AI agent. And what you can do, which actually really helps, is you can follow another like agent that you have, like this one, right? And what you can do is you can say, and make it in a similar format to this, and then just paste in whatever, you know, format you have. Now, you may not have this already, but my point is once you've done it once, you can see it does a great job of making a better instruction. So what I would do is take a format like this. You can even copy in, you know, this over here as well. Take some screenshots, copy the text out. So direction instructions for NBA news aggregator, initiate the news search, collect articles, filter for relevance, summarize key information. Perfect. Nice. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go to agents, and I'm going to do new agent, create agent, paste the instructions, and I'm going to make sure I have the tools correctly. So I'm going to have search news, or I'm going to have, search Google News, latest news articles on the NBA. I'm going to do search Google for new information on the NBA, and then do perplexity. And I would be search for up-to-date information from the web on the NBA. And then last but not least, do it for scrape URL. Now I'm going to call this AI agent NBA news and call it a helpful AI agent for news on the NBA. All right. Now that it's been saved, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type out here and be like, okay, so what are some of the most up-to-date news topics in the NBA in the past 24 hours? And now, obviously, this is just a basic thing, and you can take this right here and you'll see, okay, article, power rankings. Rockets are number 3 in the power rankings. That's surprising. They were bad last year. Jimmy Butler's focus on the Suns for a trade. That would be interesting. Cooper Flags continued to be rumored to be the number 1 pick. Cool. Nice. Now, all this is pretty good information, and they're all published like an hour ago. So what I can do here is I could, if I wanted to make a better workflow, is make another AI agent, right? So let's go back to the AI agent creator, okay? And I can go to that history, and I can say, create another similarly structured AI agent that turns these news articles into short tweets that NBA Insider would post based on their information. AI agent instructions, right? And you can imagine, since Dumpling AI has the ability to connect to something like make.com, what it can do is, check this out, copy this. Let's go back to agents. Let's call it AI agent NBA news tweeter, and an AI agent helpful with crafting tweets on the NBA. Paste this out. I'm going to remove some of these instructions that don't make sense because sometimes they kind of mess up. Like this says like compile daily digest, iterate based on feedback, monitor engagement. It's not going to be able to do this. We're just focused on making the tweets, right? So let's do this. What we can do here is I want to go back to this other agent, And let's just grab the news from this conversation. Let's grab it. Let's go to the other agent that I just made, the tweeter. Take the articles below and make a day's worth of content for the varying news articles and their news today in the NBA. Interesting. Look at this. You can make news simply based off of the NBA with tweets. And you got read more that references the articles. Very cool. Very cool. There is no work really done in this, and you can have this post every day if you wanted. You can do it for the NBA, you can do it for the NFL, MLB, you can do it for industries like AI agents, you can do it for a specific AI agent sector, you can do it for a specific NFL or NBA team. Like, I'm a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan. I could do this for the Chiefs. I could be a Chiefs insider without really doing any work. And this was all because of that original prompt, right? Where I just keep telling it, okay, make instructions for something and an agent that would do this. Make instructions for an agent that would do this. Keep following that framework, and you can make all the AI agents you could ever think of needing right here. It's very cool stuff. So if you are interested in making more AI agents and you want to learn more about AI agents in general, please make sure to check out all of our content here on our YouTube channel and on the audio version of this podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.